Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a full face first impressions, not really first impressions, not really full face of a lot of new makeup. So don't come at me if it's used before or whatever, but I have, some Morphe red lipstick. Should I try that? Some Beauty Bakery flower powder, the Urban Decay Naked Honey. I can't wait. Some Ofra lip gloss. We've got the Madison Miller highlighter, some Bare Minerals Well Rested to go underneath the eyes to set the eyes. It's like a double concealer kind of thing. And don't come at me, I look so rough. I was so sick today and I threw up all morning and I had a massive migraine. So if I look like this, I'm so sorry. I also have the new Fenty eyebrow pencil that I'm going to be trying out. I already know my thoughts on it, but yeah, if you're interested in this video, you can subscribe if you want to. I'd appreciate it. It's badass over here. And at the end of the video, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And with that, let's get straight into the video. So the Fenty Beauty eyebrow pencil, 20 bucks. Love it. The side has this really interesting brush. So I fluff my hairs up in the direction where I want them to go. And this actually helps disperse product so that not so much is brought in the front. And on the other side, we've got not a triangle tip. This is a very, very fine tip. And I have mine in the shade dark brown. So I'm just going to, I need a mirror for this. I'm going to start, I always do this for beginners if you're new here, in the middle of the brow on the underside. Bring it toward the tail. I start on the middle, on the top, and just connect that to the tail on the bottom. And it looks really, really messy at first. Then I sort of outline where I want my shape to be. Just like that. And I put just a couple of strands there, like flicks, strokes. Then I take the opposite side of the pencil where it's got, the little fluffy part, and I disperse it through. I just kind of keep going back and forth until I like what I see. This pencil is pigmented, don't get me wrong, but it takes a lot of pressure to get color to come off on, which is really great for beginners, and they have super large selection, shade range for all different types of brow hair color. They have some red tones, some very light blonde tones. They just have absolutely something for everybody. And then I always take this brow pen by Benefit and use the highlighter shade in this to clean up the brows. I don't do those super large and in charge cleanup things that a lot of YouTubers do with their brows. I just put this under here and I blend it out when I blend my eye primer out. So yeah, that's what they look like. Of course, setting with my beloved Believe brow gel. This stuff, like I have said before, is a dupe for the Anastasia clear brow gel. This locks everything in. They have tinted, they have clear. I just go with shade brunette and it works out for me very well. I'm just going to take some concealer today. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, 16-hour camo. Little goes a long way and this dries really, really fast. This also oxidizes, and so finding the shade is really difficult in store, but I have found that medium peach is actually a really good shade for my skin tone and even a little bit lighter because it does oxidize down. So just blending that out, and then I'm going to set with that Beauty Bakery flower powder, which is bomb. It's not first impressions because I've used it and I really like it. So here's the packaging. It's so cute. It comes in like a little flower pot. I got mine in Oat Translucent, and I usually just go like this. I take it and I go like that, and whatever's in the cap is what I'll use. So I'm just going to take that same sponge and I'm going to set the eyes in preparation for our eye look, but I want to do the face first, because I find that if I'm looking at my face and it looks terrible with a great eyeshadow look. I just don't feel complete. Going in with the Fenty Retouch Primer. It's the mattifying primer. I love this. Love, love, love. I'm just applying that to my skin, not trying to over exfoliate it or anything like that. Then I'm going to be taking, I think I'm going to take actually my Too Faced today, the Born This Way foundation. I haven't used this in a hot minute. So I'm gonna, mine is in light beige. It's kind of thick like this. It kind of wanders down, and I like that. It's super high coverage. Just going to blend this with a Shop Miss A foundation brush for $1. Link down below if you're interested, as well as, you know, I'm going to be putting out my favorites from Shop Miss A. That'll be tomorrow's video, like what to get. It's overwhelming, the site is. What to get from there, what's like my top pick, you know, all that jazz. So just going to continue blending until it is to my liking. And you can make this like super sheer or super full coverage. I like it at medium coverage, and it's just beautiful on the skin all day. I love this, and I haven't used this in so long. Going in with that same concealer, I'm just going to blend that on the under eye. I recommend doing one eye at a time. I'm taking it on the bridge of the nose, not bridge, side of the nose, so that it kind of sharpens the nose up. But yeah, this is a really full coverage, really awesome concealer for $5 at the drugstore. I mean, just look. It's like before and after, night and day. It looks awesome. Also, one last thing before we start the eyes. I did set where I put concealer with that flower powder. The Fenty Beauty has a marcation line where the color is. You know how it's so annoying where the brow pencil, you know, you don't know which side is which? This has that color indicator to show you that this is the side that is pigmented. Just thought I'd throw that out there because I always get frustrated with that. So here it is in all its glory, the new Naked Honey palette. It's raised, it's beautiful, it's got that rich gold, it's waved. I think it's amazing. They've also included a large mirror and a brush, which I actually love to use these brushes. I think this is so different than any of their other palettes. The other palettes I'm super underwhelmed by, but this color scheme just looked amazing to me. These sort of shimmers right here, I don't have anything like it, so I wanted to do a look with that and using their brush. And let's just get started. I'm going to first take the shade, what is Sweet? And there's Kick Up, of course. This is just setting my eye primer again. Nice, nice, nice. And then I'm going to go into Swarm, sort of a medium brown. Actually, I don't like this brush for blending. I'm going to take my Morphe brush and go back into Swarm and apply. Certainly rich in pigment, which I can appreciate. Yeah, this is a really nice, warm, beautiful shade. The next shade I'm going to go into is Keeper here, just with a different Morphe brush, and I'm going to place that. I'm going to try to use as many shades as I can here to show you exactly the versatility, the pigment. I'm just going to keep blending. I'm just going to basically keep doing everything the same with all of these mattes except the deeper matte I'm going to be placing on the outer corner. So just blending this until I like the pigment. Obviously it's sort of blurred out for you because the light's in here. I'm going to go into Drip and place that. Ooh, this one is really pigmented. Okay, I like this color a lot. Do you need this palette? Well, that's up to you. The quality is there, the pigment is there, the richness is there. Do you need this palette? If you want this palette, get it. I can't tell you what to do, but I bought it because I really wanted it for myself. So, and I'm just showing you guys the look you can do, or several looks. This is something I can see, you know, someone that's new to makeup that really likes some nice shimmers and neutrals to be able to create, you know, daytime, nighttime appropriate looks, to buy this palette. By the way, it retails for $49, a little bit more than the Urban Decay palettes in the past, except for the Born to Run, which is another one of my favorites, and that was $52. Then I'm going to go into Hive with just a different Morphe brush and place that right into the crease, since it is more of a taupe shade. And that one's actually really pigmented as well. I love these colors so far. Super, super pigmented. There's not that much fallout. There's no fallout on my face. I put the powder there because it is a new palette I'm experimenting with, and I always put translucent powder there so it doesn't mess up, you know, my base makeup that I've already sort of done. Let's see, have I used everything? The only matte that I didn't use so far is Flyby and Sting. So I'm going to use Flyby, and this is a little bit of a shimmer shade. I'm just going to, you know, highlight the brow bone with this. And it's very, very pigmented. So that's nice. And I'll do the inner corners with that too. Why not? Very, very pretty. I love that. For the lower lash line, I'm doing the same thing I did on the upper lash line. I'm just going in with those mattes for Swarm and then Keeper. Just going to layer these up as I did on the top. I don't want to bore you. The last matte that I haven't used is called Sting, and this is sort of a mauve purplish type color, and I'm going to place that on the outer corner. Should I do a halo eye? Haven't done one of those in a week or two. I act like it's been a minute, but I don't usually do halo eyes on my channel, so I could possibly do a halo eye with this. Very pigmented, no fallout on my face. I absolutely love it. All right, now to attack the shimmers, I'm going to be taking Queen right here. It's sort of this nice olivey shade. I'm going to be placing that right where that darkness meets, and I'm going to keep that translucent powder there. This is a really pretty shade, guys. I'm going to try to use as many of the shimmers as I can. So it's really nice, pretty olive shimmer. Then I'm going to go in with the second darkest, which is HBIC, and I've wiped off my finger in between. And just sandwich this between those two. This is also a really beautiful shade. I love that. Really, really pretty. I'm not going to do the halo eye because, like I said, I want to test all of these out for you, and I'll do a swatcheroo for you. That's HBIC. Pigmented. Okay, and I want to take my flat brush here. What did I just do with that? What? I'll just take this flat brush. Oh, it's the MAC. And I want to take Golden right here. I'll give you a swatch. Whoa. So I want to take a mixture of Golden and Honey, so Golden Honey. And I want to place that directly in the center of the lid. So I think with this, a finger is going to do it better justice. So I'm going with Golden and Honey, and I'm just going to, oh yeah, that pigment is stunning for the middle of the eye. Oh my gosh. You guys, this palette is wowing me. For the last shimmer shade I'm going to use is Amber, and I'm going to place that right in the front of the eye. Just tapping that in. swatch of amber. Looks like this. Really beautiful. Then I'm going to just take the golden and honey again and re-intensify that lid. Oh my goodness, it's so stunning. I can see myself using this palette absolutely every single day, even more than the Kathleen Lights one. So I love that, and I want to put some shimmer on the lower lash line. This is going to be interesting. I usually don't do this. So I'm going to take the mixture of golden and honey, and I want to place that directly underneath where I placed it on top. Oh yeah. I'm actually living for shimmer on the lower lash line. Really, really pretty. I'm in love with this palette. Alright, so off camera, I curled my lashes with my Shiseido lash curler. I love it. You can get it at Target. I put on these Scarlet Black lashes from Shop Miss A. These are $5 for this many. I forgot to mention this in my favorites, so when you guys see that tomorrow, just know that this is my $5 favorite pack of lashes. They're really, really wispy, really flirty, and you can see, you know, all of your work through that. And I just lined my waterline with the L'Oreal Infallible in brown, and I used the coat of Benefit Roller Lash. Now, I did not set my face because I'm going with the Bare Minerals Gen Nude blush. So this is like a cream to powder, I think. It's so pretty. And mine is in Coral Cloud. I just think it's like so pretty. And I just do, I'm not going to smile because we don't walk around smiling all day, yeah? So I'm just going to place this where I think it would look the best. I'm going to kind of go under my eye and just kind of everywhere with this. How pretty. I'm going to use the KKW Beauty Contour Palette, and I'm just going to dip into these shades here to contour slightly. This is really nice. I haven't used this since I used it once on my channel and never again, but it's doing a nice job just hitting the high points with this. I'm not really going to do a whole bunch. I'm just kind of contouring a little bit. By the way, this foundation is so good. I forgot how good it was. I'm going to set the rest of my face with the MAC Studio Fix, as per usual. For this, I'm just taking my IT Cosmetics and I'm going on, you know, wherever. I'm going to set that cream blush in place in the contour, so everything, when I decide to apply the bronzer, goes on nice and smooth. I love this stuff. It provides extra coverage as well. And for reference, I'm in the shade 230 in MAC. For bronzer, I'm going to dip into this Tarte Pro Glow palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here on a Morphe brush, and I'm just going to warm up the face. Super pretty. It's nice and pigmented, and I need some warmth in this face. I'm just going to run it everywhere because I can, and there are no rules in makeup. You can do pretty much what you want to do. This is nice and pretty, no patchiness. It looks really nice on the skin. I just haven't used it since I got it, and I got it in a BoxyCharm. I always do my chin, a little under the lip. Always, always, always. For highlight, I'm going in with the Ofra collab with Madison Miller, and this is stunning. It's in the shade Moon Lighter Moon Dance. Look at that. Taking my Shop Miss A F19 brush, and I'm just going to apply. Look how gorgeous that is, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's blinding. I love it. Obsessed. By the way, if you get Ipsy, you will have received this in your Ipsy bag. Oh, so beautiful. For powder blush, I'm going back into the Tarte Pro Glow, and I'm going to mix these two shades right here on my Sephora blush brush. And I like to do the highlighter and then the blush, and then they mesh together, and look at like what the most beautiful color combo looks like. And I take this over my nose and all over my face, just like everything else. Look at that, it's so gorgeous. So all we have left to do are lips, and I'm looking at this Morphe red lip, and I'm kind of living like it would match my shirt, I think. So let's try it on. If I don't like it, we will switch to something else. So this here is what the red lipstick looks like. It's in the shade Hot Shot. I don't think it goes with this look, so I'm going to do a nude look, but this is an option if you like it. Okay, so that Morphe liquid lipstick was much more difficult than I care to explain to remove. Just know that it's going to be there for a lot of hours. I'm going with the Rimmel Stay Satin Lip Color in shoulder pads. And this is a nice nude. I love Rimmel lip products. Can't go wrong. Especially the Rimmel Kate collab. Yeah, this is much more wearable for this look. While I let that dry down, I think I want to take a little bit of this Artist Couture in Summer Haze highlighter. And I just take what's in the cap right here. It's very small, the smallest amount, and I'm just going to top that off on my, like right here in the C shape. A little bit on the nose, chin. And as you can see, the pigment is real on this. Let me just show you. Blinding. Amazing. I love highlight. Nobody can tell me what to do. This is like the most gorgeous shade. Oh, so bloody. Beautiful. And then I'm going to top off my lip color with the Ofra gloss, and this is in Rodeo Drive. Just going to tap that here and on the high points. I tap it in with my finger. Finally, we're moving on to setting spray. I'm taking the Urban Decay De-Slick. And then I'm just going to take my sponge and pat down the face so that everything meshes together, all the powders, and everything is going to look very nice and cohesive. So my final thoughts, absolutely adore and love this Fenty brow product. I think it's totally worth buying. It's different than any other brow pencil I've used. I really love it, and I love this thing right here because it doesn't allow too much product to be placed, and it feathers it out really, really nicely. So this I'm obsessed with and definitely recommend. This eyeshadow palette, I mean, what else can I say about it? It's so beautiful. I see myself using this every single day. The shades in it are amazing. The eye look I came out with is amazing. It's completely up to you whether you want it or not. That's all up to personal preference, but I myself am glad I bought it, and I really, really like it. I love the Madison Miller Ofra highlight. I'm loving the Rimmel Stay Matte. I haven't used that before. That's new. In the Born This Way foundation, I'm re-falling in love with that. Of course, I forgot to use my Bare Minerals Well Rested, but this is really, really great for underneath the eye to set. And yes, I'm loving everything. I love this primer, the Fenty primer, the Cloud blush from Bare Minerals. I'm obsessed with that, and I just love the way this look turned out. If you're looking for some lashes that look like this, nice flirty wispy that you can still see the eye look, definitely look into Scarlet Black from Shop Miss A. I'm actually about to order some more because I'm almost out. And so this is the final look using all new products. Some not so new, so almost a full face. Don't gouge me in the comments. But yeah, I hope you guys love this look. If you're not subscribed, why not subscribe? It's free. Hit the notification bell. A lot of my subscribers are being either unsubscribed or not notified because they're not hitting the notification bell. Or follow me on Instagram at AshleyLamora26. I'm always over there, and whenever I post a video, I always upload it to my story or to my feed. Both, actually. And Twitter is AshleyLamora26 as well. But definitely hit that notification bell, otherwise you will not be notified of any uploads. And I upload daily, so just throwing that out there. And with that, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.